Ever feel like managing deliveries is like juggling flaming torches, trying to get everything from the warehouse to the customer smoothly, on time? It's tough.
It really is a major challenge for so many businesses.
Exactly. And that's what we're tackling today. We're doing a deep dive into a system designed to sort of harmonize that whole process.
Right. We're looking at the BUSYDO warehouse management system today.
Mm.
Specifically, its route planning and driver app capabilities.
BUSYDO. How's that pronounced again?
It's BUSYDO. Think of it like busy doing things.
Okay, BUSYDO. Got it. So the goal is to see how this system, BUSYDO, tries to create this unified experience from warehouse right to the customer.
Precisely. End to end.
All right, let's get into it then. What's the big idea behind this unified approach?
Well, what's really key here, I think, is the fully integrated solution idea. BUSYDO isn't just, a warehouse thing.
It goes beyond the four walls.
Exactly. It pushes that visibility, that control, right out into the delivery part of things. So your warehouse teams and your drivers, they're not in separate worlds anymore. They're connected.
Breaking down those silos. So information flows seamlessly from receiving to delivery.
That's a perfect way to put it. And the benefit?
Yeah.
Huge. Complete visibility for the warehouse folks. They see where shipments are, what's happening, any issues.
Real-time insights.
Totally. And at the same time, the drivers get this powerful app. Easy to use, guides them, sends updates back. It's a two-way street.
Okay, that end-to-end visibility sounds critical. Now, route planning. That's a huge piece of the efficiency puzzle. What's BUSYDO doing there?
Yeah, the advanced route optimization in the WMS, it's like a cornerstone. The main goal really is maximizing successful deliveries, keeping costs down, but still hitting those time windows.
By sense, time and money, right. So how does it actually figure out the best routes? Is it just plotting points on a map?
It's smarter than that. It uses something called smart route sequencing. Basically, it automatically arranges all the stops in the most logical order.
Logical meaning.
Meaning efficient.
Huh.
It looks at where every stop is and finds the most sensible path to connect them all. Less driving back and forth. Think shortest path, but for lots of stops.
Right, cutting out the wasted miles, like planning errands super effective.
Exactly. Minimize the travel, you cut fuel costs, and crucially, drivers can fit more deliveries into their shift.
But things change fast in business, right? Orders come in late, priorities shift.
Yep.
How does it handle that day-to-day chaos?
Good question. That's where daily dynamic planning comes in. It doesn't just use static routes that become outdated fast.
So it recalculates.
Every single day, based on that day's actual orders, constraints, priorities, fresh routes, optimized for what's happening now.
So each morning, boom, a new plan tailored for today's reality across all the warehouses it manages.
That's the idea. It recalculates, reoptimizes.
Yeah.
Makes the whole operation flexible, responsive to those changes in orders or priorities, keeps things flowing smoothly from warehouse to customer.
Okay, fleet management. You've got vans, big trucks. They hold different amounts. How does BUSYDO deal with that?
But is handled by capacity-aware planning. It knows the capacity of each specific truck pallets, volume, whatever you measure by.
So it won't try to stuff 10 pallets onto a van that only holds 5.
Exactly. Prevents overloading, which is a safety thing, obviously, but
Okay.
also an efficiency thing.
Right. And how does that tie into optimizing the whole fleet?
It's directly linked. That's the fleet optimization part. By knowing each truck's capacity, it intelligently matches orders to the right vehicles.
Putting the right load on the right truck.
Yes. So you avoid overloading, but you also avoid sending out trucks half empty. It maximizes how you use your entire fleet, even if different warehouses have different truck types.
Smart. Okay, customer time windows. Those can be really tight, like deliver between 4 and 8 a.m. only. How's that managed?
This is crucial for customer relationships, definitely. The system is built to make sure deliveries happen strictly within those agreed time slots.
You mentioned examples.
Yeah, like a grocery store needing deliveries, say 4:00 a.m. to 8:00 a.m., and they need 20-minute service time. Or a restaurant, maybe 10:3 p.m. to 6:00 a.m., 15-minute service time. Super specific.
Wow. So the system actively works around those individual customer needs.
It has to. Sticking to those windows builds trust, keeps customers happy. They often rely on that precision for their own operations.
And it's not just arriving on time, is it? There's the unloading time, too.
Absolutely. BUSYDO factors in per-stop service time, how long it actually takes at the location to unload, do paperwork, etc.
Makes the schedule more realistic then.
Much more. It looks at order size, complexity, the location itself, easy access, loading dock, any special requirements, paperwork time.
What kind of factors influence that service time calculation?
Things like, yeah, order size, complexity, the customer's location specifics, like is there a dock, easy parking, any special unloading needs, even time for paperwork. It makes the schedule realistic so drivers aren't rushed.
Driver safety and well-being are huge. What about working hours? Mandatory breaks?
Key priorities. The system won't plan a route that goes over legal or company-set driving limits. It builds that maximum shift duration right into the planning.
That's critical for compliance. And breaks. Does it just assume drivers take them?
No, it supports automatic brake scheduling. For longer routes, it can slot in required brakes, legal ones, or custom company brakes.
Can you customize those breaks?
Yep. Duration, timing,
Yeah.
maybe based on shift length or company rules. And it tries to place them at convenient spots on the route, if possible. Driver welfare.
So it's balancing efficiency with safety and rules. Good. I saw something called no return to depot. What's that about?
Ah, yeah, that's an interesting efficiency strategy, especially for wider delivery areas. The idea is routes are planned so trucks don't have to drive all the way back to the starting warehouse right after their last drop.
That makes sense. Saves a long, empty drive back, especially if the last drop is far away. What are the upsides?
Several big ones. You can cover a larger area without pushing drivers into overtime. Often means more deliveries per shift. And yeah, less driving back means less fuel used, lower carbon footprint. Big win for those long-distance runs.
Talking about being on the road, traffic. The great unpredictable factor. How does BUSYDO handle that?
It uses traffic-aware travel time. You can pull in real-time traffic data or use historical patterns for certain times of day.
So the ETAs it gives are smarter.
Much smarter. They account for likely congestion, rush hour, etc. Leads to more realistic schedules, especially in busy urban areas. Drivers are less likely to get stuck and fall behind.
And customers get more reliable delivery times, too.
Exactly. It manages expectations better all around.
All this efficiency must have a bottom-line impact. How does BUSYDO focus on cost savings?
Yeah, fuel and cost optimization is a big driver. By systematically cutting total distance, total travel time, and even the number of routes needed across all warehouses.
It adds up.
It really adds up.
Yeah.
Fewer miles, less fuel, less wear and tear, potentially fewer trucks needed overall. It directly hits those operating costs, boosting profitability while keeping service levels high.
Fewer routes, less time, shorter distances.
Right. Now, balancing the workload. How do you stop one truck being swamped while another is nearly empty?
That's the job of the load balancing feature. It aims to spread the day's deliveries optimally across all available trucks. No single truck overloaded, none underused. It's a balancing act.
What factors does it balance?
Quite a few. How many trucks are available at each warehouse? Each truck's capacity, the total order volume, those customer time windows we talked about, and where the deliveries actually are geographically. It tries to make it fair and efficient for the whole fleet.
Okay. I also saw an option for truck-specific routing. Is that common? It's an extra layer of detail. Really useful in some sectors, like food distribution maybe, or anywhere vehicle size is critical.
Why? What does it consider?
Things like road restrictions, weight limits, bridge heights, roads trucks aren't allowed on, also the truck's own dimensions, height, length, widths, and maybe specific company rules about preferred routes for commercial vehicles.
Ah, so it's not just the fastest route, but the right route for that specific truck, making sure it actually fits and is allowed.
Exactly. Avoids tickets, avoids getting stuck, ensures safety. Adds that extra layer of compliance and practicality.
Okay, the planning side sounds incredibly thorough. Once the trucks are out, how does everyone, dispatch, customer service, know what's happening?
That's where ETA and time visibility is key. The system provides accurate arrival and departure estimates for every single stop on the route. Real-time updates.
Who benefits most from that visibility?
Pretty much everyone. Dispatchers see it all on their dashboard, monitoring progress. Customer service can give accurate updates if customers call. Managers can spot potential delays or bottlenecks.
And
Customers, yeah. They get a better idea of when to expect their delivery so they can be ready.
But life happens. Unexpected road closures, vehicle issues. What if the plan needs to change mid-route?
That's where fallbacks and manual overrides come in. Automation is great, but you need flexibility. Dispatchers can still step in, lock a route segment, make adjustments if needed.
So there's human oversight.
Absolutely. It balances the automation with the need for operational flexibility to handle those curveballs while keeping everything coordinated across all locations.
Now, a complex system like this, is it hard to learn and use day to day?
They seem to focus on making it seamless. It's designed for full integration within the existing WMS. the one already running at all the warehouses.
So not a whole separate system to learn.
Right, no separate login, no new interface entirely. It's part of the main platform.
One dashboard for everything. Planning, dispatch, tracking, reports.
Exactly. Centralized control. Manage all your warehouses, routes, drivers from that single familiar WMS environment. Simplifies things, reduces errors.
That sounds much more manageable. What about the drivers themselves? How do they interact with BUSYDO out on the road?
Through the BusyDo driver app, it's basically the WMS in their pocket or on their dash. Works on iOS, Android. So
Okay.
personal phones or company devices.
Any integration with vehicle systems?
Yeah, optionally it can integrate with things like Android Auto or Apple CarPlay if the vehicle has that. Makes it easier to use while driving.
Convenient. What are the main things drivers do with the app?
The core stuff is about streamlining their job. Electronic proof of delivery EPOD is huge. Captures signatures, timestamps, notes, status updates digitally.
Bye-bye paper forms.
Pretty much. Also, barcode scanning for pallets or cases, confirming the right stuff is dropped off. And of course, turn-by-turn navigation based on that optimized route. Reduces paperwork, improves accuracy, gives that real-time feedback.
That EPOD sounds really valuable for record keeping. Any fancier features in the app?
Oh yeah, there are advanced capabilities, like collecting custom data, maybe temperature checks for food, photo or video proof of delivery condition, detailed notes.
Custom prompts, too.
Yep, you can set up prompts to pop up at key moments, leaving the warehouse, arriving at a customer, finishing the route to make sure drivers capture specific info or follow certain procedures.
What about patchy network coverage, remote areas?
There's an optional offline mode for that. The app keeps working, collects all the data, signature scans, then syncs it all up automatically once it gets a signal again.
So data isn't lost even if the signal drops out.
Exactly. Ensures data integrity and service quality no matter where the delivery is.
Wow. Okay, this has been a really comprehensive look at the BusyDo WMS, particularly that route planning and driver app integration. It really does sound like it aims for that unified, efficient experience. Warehouse to customer, all connected.
That's the core idea. BusyDo, remember, is about streamlining that whole delivery journey, making it more efficient, giving everyone visibility and control.
Which leads to
Cost savings, hopefully happier customers, and importantly, better support for the drivers doing the hard work out there.
So wrapping up, it feels like a system like this could fundamentally change how businesses view logistics, not just separate warehouse and transport tasks, but one interconnected flow.
Definitely. And maybe that's the thought to leave you with today.